with the famous Justin Dowdney. Boop.
Hi.
Hi. I know y'all haven't seen him in a very long time. Try to fix the camera here. He's got a mullet. Show him your mullet now. Turn around and wave it out for him. Fluff it out. Oh, not like that. Yeah. Anyway, what do you want to say to everybody? You've been gone for a long time.
I've been gone for a long time. I'm just saying, I wasn't disappointing anyone. I was in the rebuilding mode, as they call it in show business. And the thing is, it's at the end of the year, but it's no problem at all, because in the new year, it's going to be my year to take off. I've had several ideas, projects. I've thought them once, thought them twice. I've really planned it out. I'm not saying I'm holding out on you. I'm saying I'm getting prepared for the right, as they say in show business, the right shot at the right pivot. You gotta hit the target pretty well to really nail it, as they say in the entertainment industry. And I've got my own film lined up. I've been writing the script, and it most likely will be filmed early next year.
So a lot of people don't know you yet. So you are an actor, right?
Yes, I am.
And what movies have you been in?
I had my first role in Mr. Gates, which is now in post-production. You can even find me on the IMDb website. Find me under my own name. I've got one credit, but you got to start somewhere. And I've done one more scene for an upcoming film known as 10,000 Moons.
And what role did you play in that film?
I'm going to be honest with you. I was a real deadbeat.
What do you mean? Deadbeat.
I was sitting in a chair, eyes straight forward, couldn't breathe or blink. It was actually pretty difficult. A lot difficult than it looks. And I was a deadbeat getting sucked blood out of me by a very sinister vampire close by.
And I was the bartender in that same movie. So that's supposed to be a feature film, so that'll be coming out sometime in 2024, I believe. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, everyone.
You're watching the Cup of Joe morning show. We are headed to drop Justin off. He's going to go donate plasma today. I donated yesterday. We like to help people and save lives and all that good old stuff.
I live to serve others.
Yeah, every day we're helping somebody new. Try to help somebody at least once a day. That's our agenda as of right now. We do door dashing and just whatever somebody needs, we try to help them. You know, all that good old stuff. What else?
We've got big plans for the new year, as I said before, and we're both going to be a lot more well known. We're going to be, let's say, I'd like to say, I'll just put it this way, we're relocating, and I'm going to be very honest with my fans, very open-minded, and very, I'll put it this way, providing.
And you've got a cabin that you're planning on moving to.
I'm moving to a cabin to live the country life, learn how to kind of like go back to the days of the real man, bring the real man back, as in growing food, raising food, and being most of all self-sufficient.
Good. How's everybody doing this morning? What are y'all? What's everybody getting into? Everybody at work right now, or what do y'all got going on today? Let me know in the comments below. And so I've got another role, a new movie that I'm going to be filming in early January of 2024. It is called The Broken Vessel. I think I shared the flyer on YouTube like last month or something. But basically the role that I will be playing is, the script says White Boy Chad. So I play a guy who basically gets involved with the mafia or something like that, and I ended up stealing a bunch of money from them. So, you know, they're gonna come, and if I don't pay them the money back, then it's gonna be bad. So, I mean, I know how it ends. It's not too good for me. So that'll be my first time taking on a role like that. Never taken on a role like that. Just getting up, enjoying my holidays. Awesome. Good morning. So we made the jump. How you doing? What else you want to say to everybody, Justin? Back to you. Back to Justin.
I want to say I'm working on my hair as it's in a...
It's really falling out, ain't it?
Yeah, it's thinning, and I'm not going to accept it. I'm not giving up on my hair, not giving up on any part of my appearance, and I'm definitely not giving up on my shot at, I'll put it this way, fame. But then maybe not famous isn't the right word. Maybe it's leading. Being a role model for people these days, as I put it.
Cool. Yeah, you might have to get a hair system soon.
Well, I hope it didn't come down to that. That'd be my horror movie right there.
Well, as I'm sure many of y'all don't know, but I actually do wear a hair system. If you're watching this and you're like, what the heck is a hair system, right?
Yes.
Well, I always got made fun of for kind of having a 5 head, as they said, in middle school. So I had a very high hairline, and then I started to develop a receding hairline. So I decided to start wearing a hair system. I buy my hair from Lord Hair. I do it myself. I install it myself. You can't tell, you know. I've gotten pretty good at it. I've never had it professionally done. I've always done it myself for the past 3 years. Basically, it's just a frontal. This is my hair here, but like right about here is not. Like an inch or so is not my hair. So just to bring my hairline down and kind of cover up that receding hairline. And I think it looks pretty good. You know, like I said, I've been doing it for about 3 years now. I'm not like bald. You can go back and watch my old videos and you'll see my natural hairline. And I used to keep my hair really, really short. When I was in the military, I kept my hair so short for years. And looking back now, that wasn't a good look for me. I thought it looked good back then, but didn't look good. And you might say this is short right now, but I consider this long compared to what I used to have. I actually grow my hair out, you know, on the sides and stuff, but back in the day, this stuff was so short. This was so short, like barely anything. And it just looked absolutely terrible. But I had my hair that way for like 8 years, and I thought I was the shit. I wasn't shit. But anyway, so I used to use this lace frontal. I did that for like 2 years, but in the past year, well, the thing about lace, let's get into this, right? The thing about lace is, excuse me, I found that working outside, you know, cutting wood, because I'm a carpenter, cutting wood and stuff, a lot of the sawdust gets in your hair, but a lot of sawdust would get in between the little mesh of the lace. And also being outside in the heat, it's almost like the glue would start to melt and come up through the lace and then get stuck in your hair. And so I'd wake up and my hair would be glued down. You know, it would get stuck in the glue. I guess I'd get hot at night or whatever, so my hair would stick to my head. Starting to talk like Joe Biden, I'm losing my train of thought. My hair would stick to my head, and I got hairy legs, and anyway. But trying to focus on where I'm going here and talk at the same time. It's hard multitasking. When you don't really know where you're going, you're trying to remember where this place is. I've never gone this way. I'm going like a different route today. But yeah, but it was just really hard getting all the sawdust out of the hair system, and you know, I was like, man, there's got to be something better than this. So right now, I'm using what's called a poly hair system. It's like plastic or something, polyurethane hair system, and I like it. you know, because the glue can't really come up through the hair system. It's way easier to clean.
What's that smell? It's water plant, treatment plant.
That's bad. Sorry. But you know, the glue can't come up through it, stuff like that. And a lot of it is, I was using this glue called Ghost Bond back then, which, you know, if you're outside and you're using Ghost Bond, that shit's gonna turn white and start dripping down your forehead. If it's like I live in Texas, so when you're out in 118-degree weather, your hair will come up. Your lace, your wig, whatever, it'll come up, you know. So I had asked some people, because when I first started this channel, I didn't really know where I was going with the channel. So I was doing like hair system videos, and I had a little bit of, you know, people that were following me for that. And I was talking to somebody one day, and I was like, you know, the only problem with this is the glue, you know, it comes up. And somebody was like, yeah, you got to use Walker Tape Ultra Hold. It's for active people. And so I started using that. So I use that to this day, which is a great glue, but I feel like they have changed their formula recently. So it doesn't even hold like as good as it used to. And another thing, like, you cannot take a hot shower and wash your hair with hot water with that glue, because, well, really any glue, is, I found, it will come up. If the glue gets hot, it's gonna come up and get dirty and just look like crap. Also, anybody thinking about getting a hair system, do not wash just basically the hair with hot water, because the hair begins to fade. Like, this is brown, it matches my color, but if I use hot water to wash my hair, within like a week or two, this hair starts turning orange. So it's like the color, it starts to lose its color, and it gets like completely fried. Like, the hair will dry out completely and just look all frizzled and frayed like Justin's hair does all the time. But that's his natural hair, but it's falling out, so he's on his way, all right?
I'm gonna try to save it any way I can.
What'd you tell that guy at Walmart?
I did tell a guy he was wearing a beret, which is a very stylish hat, and I was wearing a fedora, so I thought a compliment on it, so I liked it. And, you know, I said, like, actually, had to admit to it. It's really just a red flag. It's really just a cover up of my balding head. I took my fedora off, and I had a lot thicker hair than I had then that I have now. And I said, he said, well, you keep working, you're gonna lose your hair. I told him a real man's always gonna work somehow, but I'll do my best to never get married, then I'll keep my hair. He just had to laugh, and he told me I made his day.
He started laughing until he turned red, right?
Yep.
That was pretty funny.
Yep.
All right. What's going on here? There we go. What am I doing? But yeah, you know, but hopefully, damn, excuse me. Hopefully this year, I can, my goal is to get a hair transplant. So this frontal is just temporary. I mean, even though, yeah, it looks good, it's expensive. I'm spending about $200 a month just to have hair in the front. So, you know, I'd rather get a damn hair transplant and be paying off a hair transplant $200 a month rather than having to glue this thing down, you know, every week and cleaning it and all that. It's a lot of maintenance for anybody who's wanting to get a hair system. I mean, it may be cheaper at the moment and you can have your hair back like instantly. Yeah, that's great, but you know, I'd say go get a hair transplant eventually. So that's what I'm gonna try to do, hopefully this year, next year, whenever I can get the dang money. I don't know. But before that, definitely gonna be working on this. As you guys know, I got some chest hair, which I love chest hair. I would never shave my chest. If you've ever seen pictures of my dad, he had way more, and I think it's just sexy, you know. It just looks good. It's just masculine. I love it. And so I called this doctor in Houston, because I live here in Dallas, but he's in Houston. And he's like one of the only doctors that I found in Texas that does chest hair transplants. I know you are laughing at me, are like, what the hell? This dude's going way off the rocker. Yes, I said it, chest hair transplants. And he gave me a pretty fair price for 1,000 hairs. It's gonna be like $4,000. So they will basically take hair from the back of my head and they can put it all over my chest for men who desire a hairier chest, a more fuller look, a sexier look, as I like to say. So that'll be the first thing that I do. Go ahead. That'll be the first thing I do. And I'd like to eventually kind of fill my beard in a little bit. It's kind of patchy. It doesn't look patchy right now, but like when I grow it out a little bit, it's real patchy. It always has been. And, you know, I mean, everybody wants to improve their look, you know, but these are just things that I deal with, you know, on a daily basis. Also, my eyebrows, I want to, the doctor told me I was missing the tails of my eyebrows, which, yeah, I kind of am. You know, back in high school, my eyebrows were almost non-existent. So, you know, people used to make fun of me about that. They're like, man, where's your eyebrows? You know, I didn't really have any, but eventually they grew in, right? Amen, amen. That's good. Yeah, so also, I just started going back to the gym recently. So trying to get some more muscle mass, whatever. I'm going to be taking this supplement called MK677. I've never tried that before. It's apparently an all-natural supplement, and it's basically amino acids that are attached to the muscle, but it's pretty strong stuff from what I've read. It's not a steroid, it's not a SARM. I have experimented with SARMs in my past, which even SARMs didn't really make me that big. They gave me a lot of strength, a lot of aggression, and a lot of anger. If you take SARMs, you're gonna get mood swings to the max, kind of like steroids. They mimic steroids, but they're way safer than steroids. They don't have all the bad side effects that steroids do. And I mean, if you like overdose, if you're abusing SARMs, they can shut your natural testosterone down. And everybody knows what happens if you shut your testosterone down. That's one reason why I don't want to experiment with steroids. And I probably never will, because not trying to have nothing happen down there, not trying to. Anyway, this morning I'm just all over the place, you know. I'm just talking about whatever. Good morning, good morning. Morning, everybody. It is it is almost Christmas, and what are y'all doing for Christmas? Anybody going anywhere? Just gonna kind of be hanging out at the house, spending time with your family, or what's everybody doing? Cool. That's cool. I'm gonna be probably sitting at home. It's not cold enough yet here in Texas to start a fire or anything. It doesn't really get that cold in Texas until like January. Once January hits, like it's over. Like it gets pretty cold, but I mean, it's Texas though, so I guess it can't get that cold. I mean, we did have like February, what was it, 2020? It got so cold here. It got down to like, I don't know, 0 degrees or something for like the first time. And it snowed. And y'all probably heard about this on the news because it was such a big deal for Texas. But it snowed so bad, and it was so cold that our power grid because I guess we're separate or something from America, like the rest of the United States. We have our own power source here in Texas or something. Well, our stuff went out, so everybody lost power. And it was pretty bad because there was like a lot of people that actually froze to death in their own homes and died. And we didn't have power for like days. And like, it was just, man, it was bad. But I had made a video like the day before that had happened, and I was like, oh look man, it's snowing in Texas. And I was like, this is so cool, this is gonna be such a fun week because they're saying it's gonna snow every day. Excuse me. No, it was not fun. It was bad. It was tragic for a lot of people. Let's see, having family over and making a big dinner. I wish I was going somewhere else. I remember I live in Austin. I was the lucky one that has Atmos Gas and Reliant Company. Nice. Yeah, that would, you know, it would have been great if I would have had a generator. So right after that happened, I bought a generator, but then I fell on hard times again, and I had to sell the generator for like really cheap. I bought the generator for like I bought it for like $450, and I ended up selling it for $150. And I'm telling you, the dude that bought it was very happy because I like had never even used it. I bought it on Amazon, but so it wasn't like a name brand or anything like that, but it was still expensive. But now I don't have it, so it sucks. I need to get another one just in case that happens again. So, you know, you gotta be prepared. You gotta be prepared, and that's something I'm usually not. Yeah, it wasn't. It sucked. Oh man, we're just talking about random stuff today. If you guys have any questions, make sure you can ask me, whatever, so we can keep the conversation going. Just trying to be live while he's in there doing his thing, and I'm just out here in the boring parking lot. But so I am on this new training method. It's called HIT training, or high intensity training. It was created by the late Mike Mincer. Anybody who knows him, he was like the smartest man in bodybuilding. He was basically a nerd who became a bodybuilder, which I'm very thankful he did, because he knew so much about the human body and how muscle grows and how you need to train. Like way back in the 80s, when, you know, people were trying to say that you needed to work out for 2 to 4 hours a day, 6 days a week, to look like Arnold Schwarzenegger, stuff like that. And they said, you know, as long as you work out like that, you'll have a body like him, which is absolute nonsense, because I used to do that when I was in high school. Damn, dude, what is going on? But I used to do that. I used to work out twice a day. I'd work out about 3 hours a day lifting weights, and that just hold on once. Oh well, dang, somebody was texting me and I can't read it. I think if I try to read it, it's gonna freeze up the live. But yeah, you know, they were telling everybody that you could do that and look like him. So, but this new training method, and like I said, this guy Mike, he was going against what the heck, man. Excuse me, something's going on with my voice. He was going against Arnold Schwarzenegger in the 1980 Olympics, or Mr. Olympia, not Olympics. And he should have won. His body looked way better than Arnold Schwarzenegger, but apparently Arnold Schwarzenegger had rigged the contest or something, and he won. Well, this guy Mike was telling people back then, you only have to train like once every 4 to 7 days, workout, weightlifting, because that gives your body, he said, you need time to recover and then you need time to grow. So in that, 4 to 7 day time period, when you work out, it should be no longer than 30 minutes of heavy weightlifting. Take every set basically to failure. So if I'm gonna do curls, you want to do very heavy weights and do one set to failure. And the best bicep workout, if you're trying to build biceps, I don't know who's even interested in this conversation. I know I got some people that, work out in here. He said the best thing for biceps is to grab a, basically chin-ups, chin-ups, underhand chin-ups, because that works. It uses the bicep completely. Man, I might have to get off here in a second. I don't know what the hell's going on with my throat and my voice, and that's probably annoying. But if you can't do chin-ups, then get the lat pull down bar and underhand it and do that, 6 to 8 reps, really heavy. And I'm telling you guys, I've been doing that. I've done 2 workouts and I already feel stronger on my arms. His tricep and chest workout just killed me 4 days ago. It's been 4 days and my chest is still so sore. I still can't even work out. Oh boy, here we go. But I'm gonna hop off here real quick. Cooking and joining family for dinner. Hello everyone. Hello Tasty Tracy. That's an awesome name. I'm gonna hop off here for a second. I might get back on in a minute. I'm gonna see what's going on because Justin's coming back. He shouldn't be coming back right now. He should be doing his thing. So I will talk to you guys later. Thank you so much for joining. And I'm Joe Jones. This is the Cup Joe Show. This has just been your daily dosage.